episode of Kicking Knowledge. I'm Kick Game Rick James, y'all already know. And today we have a very special episode for you guys, live from the Grill, Jamaica. Today we're vlogging, man. I'm giving you guys a couple of little videos. I'm doing some stuff on what hype is, what different terms within the sneaker culture mean. You know, Kicking Knowledge, I wanted to kind of start this platform for you guys so you guys can come here and find out different things that you need to progress your sneaker collection or to further your knowledge of what is hyped and what, you know, information is right now. There's so much information out there. There's so many different retailers releasing so many different products, and it's not really transparent. How do you learn about this stuff? Where do you go for, you know, what are the different resources out there for sneakerheads or for people getting into this culture? How do you learn about it and get involved in it? Well, first, you have to learn the terminology. There's many different words being used out there nowadays, and words that have different meanings, you know, from restock to resell to height to limited items to quick strike to NRG. What do all these terms mean? What is going on? What does dead stock mean? How would you know if you're somebody just getting into this field or getting into the sneaker culture, for lack of a better word? How would you know how to begin your process? Well, let's break down some of these words for you guys. DS, dead stock. Dead stock means something that is brand new, a shoe that has never been worn. I un-DS, U-N-D-S, undead stock these shoes today, or you know, yesterday night rather. I also un-DS these while I was out here on vacation, and my Justin Timberlake 3s are un-DS'd. So they've been worn. That's what un-DS means. Now, certain websites sell un-DS products that have been worn, lightly worn. They have a term now, very, very near DS, or you know, close to not being worn or worn very lightly. So there's definitely different terms out there for different levels or states of sneaker quality. They also rate them in 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 conditioning to kind of let you know what condition that particular sneaker is that they're selling. For me, and my personal choice or preference, I prefer everything that is DS, dead stock. I'm looking for a sneaker that is brand new, and I'm looking to get it at a retail price. There is retail and there is resale. What is the difference between the two? Well, retail is something that you purchased at the cost, the suggested manufacturer cost, or you've purchased it from a retailer. And again, that particular price point is a suggested. So say if these are suggested at $240. Now, a particular retail may decide that this is a hyped item, limited item, and they may want to sell it for a higher price point. So they may say, Adidas may say the suggested price point is $240, but a store like N might say, well, this is something very limited, we want to sell it for $300. Resell, and that would still be considered retail price. Now, resell is something that has been purchased from a retailer and then resold in the aftermarket. Now, there are millions and millions, well, not millions, but hundreds of platforms out there for reselled items. There are also individuals. Many individuals have started their own entrepreneurship kind of thing, and you can find them on different social media platforms, and they sell direct to consumer. But what happens a lot of times is someone goes to a store, they purchase a sneaker that is hyped at the retail price, or they purchase it online, and then they resell it on a platform, such as a StockX or a Flight Club or a Stadium Goods. And what these platforms do is that they take the item, they verify that it is a legitimate item, that it is straight from a authorized manufacturer, and then they resell it in the resale market. I mean, it's something that happens. It is what it is. The game is what it's become. There was a time or era in the game where reselling was looked upon as the worst thing that you could ever do. But nowadays it's more acceptable. Now actually sneaker influencers, as you have it, are resellers. I know, people that work for big brands that are actually ambassadors for different sites like StockX or Stadium Goods or other platforms like Flight Club. And it's actually interesting because actually also the collaborators of some of these brands, Drake, a collaborator with Jordan Brand, and now I believe with Adidas, is a part owner or has some stock in StockX. So it's just an interesting evolution of what the culture has become, and it's become such a big thing that big companies have to take heed. They have to understand of what's going on within the culture. What are other terms? What are other terminology? Where do they derive from? Well, there's plenty of other terms out there in the industry that are being used, or within the culture that are being used. There's a term called the establishment. There are terms called the loop. There are terms called the item. There are millions and millions of different terms out there, and they all derived, interestingly enough, from the streets, from individuals, from people that are actually in the culture purchasing items, resellers as you have it, or even different influencers within the market space have created different terminology that's become the word or the term for different for the culture. So the same way different names get attached to sneakers that are created by individuals. People are like, yeah, I'm gonna name this sneaker the Raptors, and it may not be the original name, or it may not be the name that the brand has associated with that, but it becomes the name that the culture is accepted and that the culture knows. And this is for every release damn near. People come up with different funny or interesting names and different terminology that's used out there. So let's break it down. I'm not sure who created these terms. Some of them I do know, and I'll let you guys know who those people are. But establishment. Establishment is a place that is selling a particular item, a particular hyped item that people want. So that is an establishment, a store basically. It could be a pop-up shop, it could be a brick and mortar retailer that is constantly open, but during that release it's considered the establishment that has these particular items. Another term that's used is the burnt establishment. That means a place that is no longer has that item, that hyped item, that sneaker or that clothing or whatever you have, that piece of art that people want, that is a resellable item. It is no longer there, it is sold out. That is what a burnt establishment means. Another term that's been used a lot, and this is a term that was created by a reseller named Life Classics. You can find him on Instagram. It's called the touch the joint. Did you touch the joint? Did you touch the item? And what is he's referring to is a hyped product, a hyped sneaker. Did you touch the joint? And it's a term that is actually being used right now all over the world. I've actually even heard, or read on Twitter different well-known sneaker influencers, designers using the term, did you touch the joint? And it just shows, and this is a gentleman that's from New York City that created this term. He put it on his Instagram, his social media platform, and it's just blown up. People from China, Europe, all over the place are using this term, did you touch the joint? And it shows the evolution of what the culture has become, which is amazing. It also highlights the entrepreneurial spirit within the culture. You have young kids that are going out every day to these different stores, purchasing these items and reselling them. And it's great to see, while you can get it while you can. I'm happy to see that. I'm not sure what will happen in the future in terms of the brick and mortar establishments, with how popular or how, progressive online shopping has become. But for now, as you can, go out there and get it, What's happening also within the culture is that a lot of things are being raffled off. Things are being, it's just a different time right now. So we're in a different space. What are other terms in the culture that people use? Backdoor. Backdoor is a term used for when a store sells a particular item over the retail price to backdoor channels, to individuals that are resellers that want to purchase these items, or maybe not resellers, but they sell it at a higher price point under the table, under the radar, not up in front. And that's what is the lacking right now within the culture, the transparency of it all. People want to be able to know what's going on and know, okay, this release is happening, this is what I need to do, and that's what it is. But what I will say is that there's so much going on right now in terms of the different hurdles people have to go through to get items, you know? There are millions of different raffles. Every retailer basically can dictate their own rules. It would be amazing if a brand or the brands would have a centralized information platform, or a platform that has information that is centralized, and they had certain requirements across the board for all their retailers. And I'm sure there are some requirements, but certain requirements on how releases are handled and how people are able to get products. But at the end of the day, you know, what will behoove you in purchasing different products is to just learn about them, learn about the release. If you like a particular shoe, read the information, Google, find the style code and search it. Do all the things that you can do. Go on Twitter. Twitter is an amazing platform for information in the sneaker community. There are different people you can follow: Sneaker Twitter, Sneaker Bar Detroit, Sneaker News, Sneaker Watch, a lot of different people. Nike Stories, Gum Soles. All these people have different information based on the particular style or sneaker that you're looking for. So good luck to you guys out there. Definitely ask some questions. If you want me to do a particular video that's focused on a particular topic, let me know and we'll make that happen. I want to thank you guys for checking in. I'm Kick Game Rick James. Y'all already know. Y'all are watching Kickin' Knowledge. And we'll keep hitting y'all, man. Thank y'all. Peace. Love.